Okay, we're going to watch Kaitlyn's butterfly. First, we're going to watch it at full speed. Love the 2-beat kick, Kaitlyn. Love how fast your hands are moving underwater. A few good dolphin kicks there. Make sure we're always working on 6 dolphin kicks at all times. That's what it looked like at full speed. Now we're going to slow it up here as we start it over. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is that hand entry. As your hands go in, you kind of see how they start to come together almost too much, and they almost cross over. You want to make sure when you're entering those hands, your hands are entering at shoulder width apart, and then they're staying at shoulder width apart. You don't want to see them come across together. Alright, so you don't want to see them reach right almost one on top of the other. But once we start that pull, those palms are down. You kind of see how you're pushing that water. You bring those hands really, really tight in together. That's perfect. We want to see those hands nice and tight from about the chest all the way down to our belly button. You do a good job there. Right at the last second here, you can start to see where we turn those hands. So right here, hands are pushing back towards the bottom of your hips. That's perfect. But then we start to turn. Now our palms are facing down. So we're exiting with our palms down and the top of our hand facing up. When really, when you want to finish that pull, make sure that your palms are up at all times. So finish that pull, palms up. Good body position right here in the water, though. That's really excellent. Okay, like how you get your hands out of the water. Good kick once they're there. And again, you kind of see those hands when they're really entering. They're almost entering by your head. You want to reach a little bit further up. But the kick with that pull is really, really good. Your eye position, your head position is excellent. We like how you're looking down there. When your hands enter, you kind of see how they kind of go down, and then they start to go back up. You're going to start to see them start to flow back up there right at the very end. And that's partially because you're kind of bringing those hands too close together. All right. What you want to do is you want to have your hands enter right here. And then you want this to come down to where your head is. Okay, you kind of see that your head's a little bit high. Your hips are perfect, and that would make a good triangle. So if we can get your head more into this position down here, okay, and keep your hands, which are here, more in this position up here, okay, that's going to help your butterfly pull a lot stronger. All right, so I know it's a lot there to see, and there's a lot of different things, but you want to basically try to keep your hands higher in the water and let that head and that chest really load down, okay? I mean, again, though, you got such a good, strong, powerful pull. We love your underwater pull. It looks really good as far as just the strength and the speed. But right there, again, you can kind of see, if you just look at that hand, you can see that your thumb is here and your palms are facing down, all right? So make sure you work on that hand position, always facing up as you finish that pull. Just slow it down. There we go. Good pull. Going into your turn. Took a breath there in that last stroke. Now we always talk about not breathing your last stroke in or your first stroke off. So there you took a breath right at the very end of that stroke. Don't breathe last stroke in. And once you start touching, you kind of see how you start to turn your hips out to the side. Your feet are stacked. Great job of stacking. If you could bring your legs straight underneath your body instead of turning your hips to the side like this, okay, as you hit that wall, you kind of see that your knees and your feet are pointed on this downward direction, while we want your knees and your feet pointed up on this upward direction. We talk about this a lot, and this is one of the reasons why we push off the wall the way we do with our knees up. If you have your knees up on the push-offs, all of a sudden all this starts coming together a lot better, and this turn will get stronger. But you've got to make sure you're working on it every time you push off a wall, because that will help this out a lot. All right, you can kind of see how high your feet are, and you can see right here, so your head is looking down when you should be watching that hand that's coming off the wall. Your head's looking straight down the bottom already, and then here comes your hand. So you never really watched your hand come off that wall as well as we should. So we got to work on that a little bit better. Although here is a good streamline. Look at that. Nice arms, nice tight streamline. Awesome. Good job there. Good dolphin kick. 1, 2, 3. So 3 dolphin kicks. Okay, when we want to do 6. Right here you can see that your head's really good in that streamline. It could still be just a little bit lower, but not much. Okay, but right here, we start to lift that head up, and now our streamline is broken. And that's one of the reasons why we want to work on not breathing that first stroke off the wall. If you can keep your head down into your streamline, into your stroke, it's going to be a lot better and it's a lot easier. Okay, see I kind of took that first breath. So when you come up, you're on this angle here instead of this angle here. If you would have just come up with the first stroke, your body position would have been perfect to start out with. Instead, you're causing a lot of drag right here, a lot of resistance, okay? With that being said, you do such a good job of getting your head down early. 2 breaths in a row, but your head getting down really, really well. So good job, Kaitlyn.